In this video, we discuss about conformation isomery. It is very useful to NEET and mains and advanced students. What is conformation isomery? For example, in the case of ethane, it is the ethane having two carbon atoms, each carbon atom having 3 H atoms. For example, it is the first carbon, you consider as the first carbon having 3 H atoms. These three fingers are considered 3 H atoms. It is the second carbon. These three are the H atoms of second carbon. In one ethane molecule, 3 H atoms of first carbon and 3 H atoms second carbon are exactly behind. That means this H atom and this H atom occupies the same location. That means dihedral angle is 0. The angle between the two H atoms is called dihedral angle. In this ethane molecule, dihedral angle of H atom is 0. But in that molecule, due to repulsion of H atoms, that molecule is unstable. To attain stability based on sigma bond, due to free rotation of sigma bond, that ethane exists in three main stereoisomers, reversible stereoisomerization. They are called conformations. Generally, conformation isomers are represented in Newman projection. Due to free rotation of sigma bond, spatial arrangement of H atoms changes. To attain stability based on sigma bond, due to free rotation, ethane, molecules of ethane exist in infinity conformations. But among the conformations, three conformations are main conformations. They are represented in Newman projections. First carbon is the first carbon. These three are the H atoms. Second carbon is, this circle is the second carbon having 3 H atoms. In one conformation, the 3 H atoms exactly behind the H atoms of first carbon. This is called eclipse conformation. It is highly unstable because due to repulsion, this molecule attains more energy. Energy and stability are inversely related. So, to attain stability based on the sigma bond due to free rotation, is converted to another stereoisomer. Here dihedral angle is 60. Here 0. It is the dihedral angle. The angle between the H atom of front carbon and back carbon is 0. In this 60. These two are the conformations. There is a intermediate angle between 0 and 60. That conformation is called skew conformation. That means ethane mainly exists in three conformations. It is called eclipse conformation. It is called staggered conformation. It is dihedral angle is 0, here 60. The conformation in which dihedral angle is between 0, 60 is called skew conformations. Why? Due to free rotation. To attain stability. Stability is the main reason for stereoisomerization of the ethane. Here, this isomer have more energy because both H atoms are close to each other. Due to repulsion, this molecule are having more energy. To reduce its energy, to attain stability, due to free rotation of sigma bond, it is converted to another conformations. Among these three conformations, it is more stable because here H atoms are, among H atoms there is less repulsion. So it is more stable. It is the conformation as of ethane. Ethane has three main conformations. It is eclipse conformation, it is staggered conformation. Dihedral angle is 0, here it is 60. In between 0, 60, another conformation is there. It is called skew conformation. It is the eclipse conformation of ethane. Now we study the conformations of butane. For simple trick is butane is considered as the derivative of ethane. In ethane, H atom of first carbon is replaced by methyl group. H atom of second carbon replaced methyl group. Then we obtain butane. So, what is the based on this sigma bond axis? Write the conformations of butane. So, it is the second carbon having two H atom on methyl group. It is third carbon having two H atoms and one methyl group. It is the fully eclipsed conformation of N-butane. Here it is ethane. H is replaced by one methyl group. So H of second carbon is replaced by another methyl group. It is the fully eclipsed conformation of butane. This conformation is the fully eclipsed conformation, highly unstable. This conformation having two methyl groups. Dihydrogen is 0. So more repulsion, that means more energy. It is highly unstable. To attain stability based on the sigma bond due to free rotation, due to 60 angle rotation. Circle is the second. Here third carbon is the third carbon. Due to 60 angle rotation, we obtain this conformation. It is known as Gauchy conformation. Due to free rotation of another 60 angle, it is the 120 angle. This sketch pattern. It is partially eclipsed conformation. Here dihydrogen is 0. In this conformation dihydrogen is 60. Here 120. Next 180. Here 180. Two 40. Due to one complete revolution, due to one complete rotation, we obtain different conformations. Here 240, next 300. 300. Again 360. Due to 360 rotation, we obtain the full eclipse confirmation. Due to free rotation, we obtain different confirmations. They are repeated. It is fully eclipse confirmation. It is Gaussian confirmation. It is partially eclipse confirmation. It is anti-confirmations. Again, it is the partially eclipsed. Again repeated. It is Gaussian confirmation. After 360, we obtain the fully eclipse confirmations. So totally critical infinity confirmations possible. Among them, 4 are main confirmations of butane. It is fully eclipse confirmation. It is called Gaussian confirmation. It is called partially eclipse confirmation. It is called anti-confirmation. These 4. Again, repetition occurs. Among these 4 confirmations, that means if you take 1 mole butane, that molecules of butane exist in basically 4 main conformations. They are fully eclipsed, Gaussian, partially eclipsed, and which is more stable? It is more stable because here this molecule having less energy and more entropy, because same groups, methyl and methyl, minimum repulsion. That means less energy. That means more stability. So what is the stability of these 4 conformations? Anti is more stable. Next, Gaussian conformation is stable. Next one, partial eclipse conformation. Least stable is fully eclipsed, because in fully eclipse conformation, more repulsions. That means less energy. So finally, in N-butane has 4 main conformations. Among the 4 main conformations, anti is more stable. So stability at is anti. Anti is the more stable. After anti, Gaussian confirmation. Gaussian. After Gaussian, partially eclipse confirmation. Partially eclipse confirmation. Which is least stable? Fully eclipsed. Fully eclipsed the least stable. These are the conformational isomers of butane. We studied the conformations of ethane 1,2-diol. The ethane 1,2-diol, due to free rotation of this sigma bond, this compound has 4 conformations like butane. Butane has 4 conformations. What is the stability order of butane conformations? Anti is more stable. Next one, Gaussian, partially eclipsed, fully eclipsed. Like butane, this compound also have 4 conformations. First one is fully eclipsed. It is the first carbon. It is the first carbon having 3 groups, 2 H atoms and OH. Circle is the second carbon. It is the second carbon having 2 H atoms and 1 hydroxy group. It is the fully eclipsed conformation of ethane diol. Here dihedral angle is 0. The angle between the 2 H atoms is called dihedral angle. It is 0. Due to 60 rotation, we obtain Gaussian conformation. It is the Gaussian conformation. Here 0 dihedral angle, here 60. In next conformation isomer, it is 120. Next conformation isomer dihedral angle is 180. Another isomer is dihedral angle is 180 plus 60. To 40. Next conformation dihedral angle is 300. These are the conformations of ethane diol. Here 0 dihedral angle 60, 120, 180, 240, 300, it is 360. After 180, repetition of conformations occurs. 240 is equal to this conformation is equal to this conformation. It is fully eclipse, Gaussian conformation, partially eclipse. These anti-conformations. Again it is 240 is equal to 120. That means these two are same conformations. These two are partially eclipse conformations. Repetition occurs. It is Gaussian conformation. It is fully eclipse. That means after 180, repetition of conformations occurs. So ethane diol having 4 main conformations. What is the stability order of these conformations? Generally, in the case of butane, anti is more stable. But here, due to intra-H bonding, in Gaussian conformations, OH group of first carbon and OH group of second carbon, they forms intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Any bond formation is exothermic reaction. Heat is liberated. That means stability, attains stability, extra stability. So here in the case of ethane 1,2 diol, stability are slightly changes. In the case of butane, anti is more stable, but in the case of ethane diol, due to intra-H bonding, stability order is Gaussian is more stable than anti. So the stability order of these 4 conformations is Gaussian. Gaussian is more stable due to intramolecular bonding. Next one, anti. Next one, partially eclipsed conformation. It is partially eclipsed conformation. Next one is partially eclipsed conformation. Least stable is fully eclipsed conformation. It is the stability order. That means in the case of ethane derivatives, if the two substances having ability to form intramolecular bonding, then among its 4 conformations, Gaussian is more stable. After Gaussian, anti-conformation. These two groups are having ability to form intra-H bonding. These are the derivatives of ethane. Each compound having 4 conformations. In that 4 conformations, Gaussian is more stable due to intra-H bonding. This is also this compound. In this compound, there is a possibility of intra-H bonding. What is the required condition to form intramolecular bonding? One group having H atom with link to O or N or F. Another group having same condition or n value top element. Here one group having H atom with n value top element like O or N or F. Here F, this H atom attract to F atom. So this compound, all these compounds in their conformations, Gauge is more stable. Next, after Gauge, anti. After anti, partial eclipse. Least stable is fully eclipse conformation. The conclusion is, if the two groups have ability to form intra-hydrogen bonding, intra-molecular bonding, then stability at slightly changes. Gauge is more stable than anti. But in the case of butane is considered as a derivative of ethane. For simple, these two groups are methyl groups. There is no H bonding ability. So among the four conformations of N-butane, which is more stable, anti. After anti, Gauge. In the case of N-butane, there is no chance of intra-H bonding. It is considered as a derivative of ethane. Here two methyl groups, there is no chance of intra-H bonding. So among four conformations, anti is more stable. After anti, Gauge. After Gauge, partial eclipse conformation. Least is fully eclipsed. In the case of these compounds, there is chance of intra-H bonding. So stability adder slightly changes. First one is Gauge. For these compounds, all these compounds having four conformations. Among the four conformations, Gauge is more stable. It is the consequence of intramolecular bonding. After Gauge, anti. After anti, partially eclipse. Least stable is fully eclipsed conformation. These are the conformations of ethane derivatives. Next, we discuss about the conformations of cyclohexane. This is the structural formula of cyclohexane. Cyclohexane has not, structure of cyclohexane is not similar to benzene. Benzene is planar molecule. It is not planar molecule. Actually, cyclohexane does not exist in this structure because here each carbon sp3 hybridization. Ideal bond angle is 109 degrees 28 minutes. It is not equal to, it is not the ideal bond angle. There is a angle strain. Each carbon have two H atoms. They are close to each other. So there is spherical strain. Due to close distribution of H atoms, there is a repulsion among H atoms, leads to more energy. So cyclohexane does not exist as a hexagonal ring. To attain stability due to free rotation of sigma bond, these atoms changes their space locations. First, it is converted to attain stability. It is converted to half chair conformation. It is the half chair conformation. To reduce the repulsions and energy, again it is half chair conformation. It is boat conformation. Again strain is continued. It is fist boat conformation. It is chair conformation. Finally, to reduce the spherical strain and angle strain, it is converted to half chair. It is half chair. It is boat conformation. It is fist boat. It is chair conformation. In chair conformations, minimum repulsions and bond angle is nearly equal to ideal bond angle. So cyclohexane exists as a chair conformation. It is the stable one. all conformations are cyclohexane exists in all conformations, but it is more stable. So majority of molecules are exist in this conformation. It is called chair conformation. What is the stability order? It is half chair, it is half chair, it is boat conformation, it is twist boat, it is chair conformation. Chair is more stable because in this conformation minimum repulsions among H atoms of different carbons and bond angle is nearly equal to ideal bond angle. sp3 hybridization, carbon atoms sp3 hybridization. In this conformation almost bond angle is ideal bond angle. So this is the more stable conformation. So among main 4 conformations of cyclohexane, this is the stable one. Chair form is highly stable. After chair, twist boat is stable. Twist boat is stable. Next boat form is stable. This stable is half chair. It is the stability order. For simplicity, simple trick to remember the stability order of different conformations. C, chair. T, twist boat. B, boat. Half chair. It is remembered as a City Bank of Hyderabad. C, T. B, City Bank of Hyderabad. It is the stability order. Simple trick to remember the stability order. C stands chair conformation, twist boat, half chair. These 4 are the conformations of cyclohexane. These 4 conformations, it is highly stable. So majority of cyclohexane molecule exist as a chair conformation. These are the conformations of cyclohexane: half chair, boat, twist boat, chair. 2 chair conformations are possible, 2 identical chairs. These 2 are the identical chair conformations. Continuously changes to, they rapidly changes to one another. Intermediate is boat form. It is called clipping. Here this part moves towards upward. Then it is called headrest. If this area is headrest, if you sit in a chair, our head takes rest in this location. It is footrest. Our legs or foot takes rest in this area. So it is called headrest. It is footrest. It is called clipping due to footrest area converted to headrest. Headrest converted to footrest. This is called clipping. So cyclohexane has 2 chairs. They rapidly convert to one chair on the chair. Headrest, footrest. Here this footrest converted to headrest. This headrest converted to footrest. This always rapidly occurs. Intermediate is boat form. This footrest moves towards upward direction. Then we obtain boat. Then this headrest becomes footrest. We obtain another chair. These 2 chairs are always in equal state. Due to this, it is called ring clipping. It is called ring clipping. Due to ring clipping, what happens? In cyclohexane, each carbon has 2 H atoms. This carbon has 2 H atoms. One H is called axial H. Another H is in this direction. This is called equatorial H. This H is axial H. Another H is, it is equatorial H. This carbon also 2 H atoms. It is axial H. It is equatorial H. Next one. It is axial hydrogen. Another hydrogen is equal hydrogen. It is axial hydrogen. It is equal hydrogen. It is axial hydrogen. Another one is it is equal hydrogen. Due to flipping, what happens? Axial hydrogen converted to equatorial. Equatorial converted to axial. Due to flipping, what happens? Axial H atom converted to equatorial. Equatorial converted to axial. This always occurs in hexane. Hexane has two chain conformations. They are always present in flipping process. In flipping, what happens? Headrest is footrest. Footrest becomes headrest. Headrest becomes to footrest. So this is called flipping process. Due to flipping, what happens? H atoms are two H atoms. Each carbon have two H atoms. One H is called axial H. It is a long axis. It is axial H. It is equatorial H. It is axial. It is equatorial H. It is axial H. It is equatorial. First one is axial. It is equatorial. It is axial equatorial. Next it is axial. It is equatorial. Axial equatorial. Axial equatorial. Axial equatorial. Due to flipping, what happens? Their location changes. Axial is converted to equatorial. Equatorial converted to axial. It is methyl cyclohexane having two conformations. Cyclohexane have two conformations. Its derivatives also have two main chain conformations. Each monosubstrate cyclohexane having two chain conformations. So its chain conformations are this methyl group present in axial position. It is H atom equal position. Another chain is cyclohexane and derivatives predominantly exist in two chain conformations. It is one chain. It is always equal with another chain. It is converted to another chain through flipping. It is the footrest. Moves towards upward direction and becomes boat. Then headrest moves towards this direction. Headrest converted to footrest. In this process, what happens? Here methyl is in axial position. Their positions changes. Axial becomes equatorial. The equatorial H becomes axial. In the flipping process, what happens? This footrest is converted to headrest. The location of methyl is here. Here is axial methyl. It becomes equatorial methyl. So it is the methyl cyclohexane. Every cyclohexane derivative exists in two chain conformations. It is a one chain conformation. Methyl occupies axial position. Due to flipping, it is the another chain conformations. These two are always in equilibrium, which is more stable. That means if you take 1 mole methyl cyclohexane, molecules, majority of molecule generally exist in this chain conformation. So what is the reason? As compared to this chain conformation, it is more stable. How can I decide the stability? The substrate here occupies axial position. It is the axial position. It is first carbon, second carbon, third carbon. It having two H atoms, one axial H, another equatorial H. Here also axial H. These two axial H atoms gives repulsions to this methyl group. It is called 1,3 diaxial hydrogen repulsions. So more repulsions. It is unstable. If the substrate is in equatorial position, the type of that axial H's does not leads to instability. Here these H atoms repel the methyl group. Due to that, what happens? More energy gains the conformation. So leads to instability. If the substrate is in equatorial position, the type of axial H interactions are does not operate. So it is more stable. So in these two chair conformation it is more stable. So it is the exact representation. That means majority of molecule present in this chair conformation. Here, if the substrate is in axial position, there is a from the it is first carbon, third carbon having H atom in axial position. It is also third carbon. It is numbered as 1, then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 3 is these two axial H atoms. Due to that interactions of that axial H atoms, it is unstable. Due to repulsions, it is called 1,3 diaxial interactions. It is unstable. Such type of interaction not operate in this chair conformation. So, in the case of substrate cyclohexanes, each monosubstrate cyclohexane two chair conformations. In the chair conformations, the conformation in which substrate is in equatorial position is more stable than the substrate present in axial position. It is cis 1, 2 dimethyl cyclohexane having two chair conformations. It is trans 1, 2 dimethyl cyclohexane also having two chair conformation. First, we draw the conformations of cis 1, 2 dimethyl cyclohexane. Both methyl groups are in cis position. There is the one methyl is in axial position. Another methyl is second carbon. It is the one chair conformation. These two methyls in cis conformation, cis position. How can you identify they are in cis? A simple trick is there. It is the carbon of cyclohexane ring. From that carbon to methyl group, a arrow mark. From a arrow mark start from carbon of the cyclohexane. It is the direction of that methyl group. Next, this methyl group. From this carbon of the cyclohexane to substance, it is the arrow mark. Both arrows are in same direction. So it is the cis. So it is the one chair simple trick. I repeat the same. Here, how can you decide the locations? These two are in cis orientation. First one, from the carbon of cyclohexane to the substance. Direction is from the carbon to that substance. It is the direction of the arrow mark. For this methyl group, it is the direction. Both are not in opposite. That means they are in same direction. They are in same direction. So it is the cis conformation. Another chair is due to clipping. Due to clipping, what happens? Footrest becomes headrest. Headrest becomes footrest. Due to clipping, what happens? The axial methyl, this axial methyl converted to equatorial. This equatorial converted to axial. It is the methyl. Then axial is converted to equatorial. It is the equatorial. Another one is methyl is in equatorial. It becomes axial. So it has two conformations. Both are equal stable because here one methyl is axial, here also one methyl is axial. one methyl is equivalent, another methyl equivalent. So two chairs are having same energy. So cis 1 dimethyl cyclohexane existing two equally stable chain conformations. It is trans 1 dimethyl cyclohexane also exists in two chain conformations. It is the one chain conformation. Two methyls are in trans. It is the methyl. It is the second methyl. They are in trans. How can you decide they are trans? Simple trick. From the carbon of cyclohexane to methyl group. It is the direction. Next one. From cyclohexane carbon to methyl group. It is the direction of the. Both methyls are in opposite directions. So they are in trans. Simple trick. Due to clipping. What happens? Foot rest becomes head rest. Head rest becomes foot rest. Due to clipping, what happens? Their positions changes. Axial methyls converted to equatorial methyls. Another child is this foot rest becomes head rest. The methyl location is here. This axial methyl, equatorial methyl. Second is this one is second carbon. Here in clockwise direction is 1, 2. It is 1, it is 2. Equatorial. In this chair conformation, both methyls are in axial position. So it is least stable. Why? Due to interreactions, axial H atoms. The substrate is in axial position. Axial H atoms of the remaining carbons, they refill the substrate, leads to instability. So the substrates are in equatorial. Here in equatorial, there is no such repulsions. So it is more stable. So in these two chair conformations, it is less stable, it is more stable. That means majority of molecules are exist in this chair conformation. So in trans 1,2-dimethyl cyclohexane, every derivative of cyclohexane have two chair conformations. Among the two chairs, in certain compounds they are equal stable, but in this compound they are unequal. Their stability is not equal because in this conformation both methyls are in axial position. If they are in axial position, what happens? The axial H atoms due to repulsion destabilize the conformation. Here, if methyl is in equatorial position, such type of interactions are not there. So it is stable. So majority of in two chair conformations, majority molecules are in takes in this conformation or exist in this conformation. It is cis 1,3 dimethyl cyclohexane also having two chair conformations. It is the one chair. These two methyls are in cis. It is the carbon from ring carbon to methyl group. It is the arrow mark. Next one, from ring carbon to substrate, both arrows are in same direction. That means they are in cis location. It is simple trick. So it is the one chair conformation of cis 1,3 dimethyl cyclohexane. Due to clipping, it is converted to another chair. The two chairs are always pretty equilibrium state. Due to clipping, what happens? Foot rest becomes head rest becomes foot rest. The locations of methyl group changes. Here it is head rest, here it foot rest. Its location changes to from axial to equatorial. It is 1, it is 2, it is 3. or in anti-clockwise it is 1, 2, 3. It is 1, 2, 3. It occupies the equatorial location. It is axial method. Here 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In clockwise direction is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in clockwise direction is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here it is axial method converted to equatorial. It is the equatorial position. It is unstable because in axial position due to H interaction, axial H interaction is unstable. It is more stable because both methods are in equatorial positions. So this compound has two chairs. The two chairs are not in equal stable. It is more stable. So majority of molecule exist in this chair conformation. Only minority of molecule exist in this conformation. Trans 1, 2 hexane diode. Also having two chair conformations. This is the one chair conformation. These two are in trans position. Simple trick is from carbon to substituent. This is the arrow mark direction. Here carbon to substituent arrow mark direction. From carbon to substituent. Both arrows in opposite direction. So they are in trans location. Simple trick. To do flipping, this count another chair. Footrest converted to headrest. Headrest converted to footrest. This is flipping. Axial OH. This is the headrest. This is the headrest. Becomes footrest. Equatorial. Second OH. To interact each bond, it is more stable. So majority of molecule exist in this chair conformation. Cis 1, 4 cyclohexane diode. It also exists in two chair conformations. Here OH. Both are in cis. That means it is axial, it is equatorial. Both are in cis. To attain stability, here to form intra-H bonding is converted to chair conformation. To form intra-H bond, attain stability. Intra-H bonding leads to stability. To attain stability, it is converted to boat form due to headrest area moves towards upward direction. Then it becomes boat. Then what happens? Intra-H bonding forms between the two H groups. It is not converted to another chain because to convert this chain to another chain, there is intermediate. Both form is intermediate form. After changing it to boat, what happens? Intra-H bonding is formed between the two H groups. It leads to stability. So in the case of cis 1 comma 4 cyclohexane, there is no chair form. It exists in only word form due to intra-H bonding. Except these cyclohexane diol, remaining all diols have two chair conformations. But this cis 1 comma 4 cyclohexane diol maximum exists in only word form. To attain stability through intra-H bonding, it exists only word form. Chair form is ignored due to intra-H bonding. Except this compound, remaining hydroxy derivatives 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, remaining all compounds of hexane diol exist in two chair conformations. But cis 1 comma 4 hexane diol exists in only chair conformation due to stability of intra-ideal bonding. There is no chair form, only it exists only word form. I repeat the same. Except this, all dihydroxy derivatives of cyclohexane always exist in two chair conformations, but this cis 1 comma 4 cyclohexane diol exists only word form. This is the consequence of intra-hydrogen bonding. Cis 1 comma 2 tertiary butyl cyclohexane. We predicted this compound are also exist in two chair conformations. This T butyl group axial location. Another one is this T butyl group bond length format. So it is the one chair conformation. Due to flipping, what happens? Axial becomes equal to axial, but it is highly unstable. The chair conformation in which T butyl in axial is highly unstable. To attain stability, this compound exists in only this compound does not exist in chair conformation, because in chair conformation one of the T butyl is in axial, leads to instability, highly unstable. So this compound does not exist in chair conformation. It exists in fistboard. In fistboard conformation, both T butyls are largely separated, so less repulsions and less axial hydrogen interactions. So this compound does not exist in chair conformation, because we predict that it is existing in chair conformation, but it is not existing in chair conformation because T butyl is a highly bulky group, and the bulky group does not present in axial position. Bulky group in axial position leads to instability. So this compound does not exist in chair conformation. Predominantly exists in fistboard conformation. It is the fistboard conformation. So this compound we predicted having two chair conformations, but that does not exist because T butyl is a bulky group. In chair conformation, if it is occupy the axial position, leads to highly unstable. So this compound predominantly exists in fistboard conformation. These three compounds are the derivatives of cyclohexane. These three compounds does not exist in two chair conformations. These three exist in only fistboard conformation. Except these three compounds, all derivatives of cyclohexane exist in two chair conformations. Other except is this compound. This compound exists in both conformation due to intra-H bonding. It exists as a both conformation. These three compounds exist in fistboard conformation. This compound exists in both conformation. Except these four compounds, remaining all monosubstrate or disubstrate cyclohexane derivatives exist in two chair conformations. These three and this one. Totally 4. These 4 compounds exist in, these 3 exist in twist board, they exist in board conformation. Except these 4 compounds, remaining all mono or di substrate cyclohexanes exist in two chair conformations to attain stability. If you like my video, subscribe my channel.